Warren Buffett is a respected investor. He's famous for making most of his fortune from nothing but stocks. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Elon Musk land. He was once the richest man in the world, but he's fallen down to the number 5th spot with a net worth of about $118 billion. He's recently emphasized that Tesla is yet to experience booming growth. On the other hand, Elon Musk, the electric car company CEO, recently mocked Warren Buffett for being poorer than he is. However, he did this jokingly, so there was no offense at all. Musk was even suggesting that Warren should buy a stake in his electric car company for him to catch up. Interestingly enough, the billionaire responded to Musk in an interview, where he stated that he does not underrate Tesla at all, but he in fact thinks very highly of him and his company. This is despite the fact that he's not an investor in Tesla himself. But why is it that he thinks very highly of Tesla, yet he's not an investor of the company himself? Stay tuned to find out. Warren Buffett is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated. He's one of the world's most popular and well-respected investors. On the other hand, Tesla Incorporated is one of Wall Street's most contentious bets. Buffett's strategy involves a value investing strategy for the market. He made sure to avoid high-growth businesses that had high-profit multiples. As of December 2019, Berkshire owned about $1.57 billion worth of GM stock. GM are the owners of Chevrolet, Cadillac, and many more. One thing that is interesting to note, by the way, is that GM has spent billions and billions on developing electric cars and is set to rival Tesla in the near future. However, there has not been any inclination towards investing in Tesla stock from Buffett to date. One thing to note, though, is that this is not completely indicative of what the billionaire thinks about Tesla Motors and the future of its shares. GM is an excellent stock choice for value investors like Buffett. Buffett is mostly known for sticking to firms that he knows and understands. Over the last 10 years, Buffett's investments have owned varying amounts of stocks in the automobile company. However, since Tesla is still in the luxury automobile category, its gross margins are about twice as high as GM's. Furthermore, when Tesla finally ramps up the manufacturing and production of more affordable Model 3 models, then the gross margins are expected to shrink. Tesla happens to be one of the top growth stocks out there. This is even with the fact that its stock prices are projected to have more consistent and steady growth in the future, mainly because of the high-level business strategies that the company is adopting. Tesla stock has had a lot of highs and lows, with many more highs than lows in fact, and even for the most hardcore Wall Street analysis, it's proven difficult to predict. This has been proven a couple of times when the brand consistently outperformed most of the Wall Street estimates. The company's growth fluctuations are quite evident in its stock, which finished at $766.37 on March 14th. This was down by 36% from the year's high, which was mainly reached in January 3rd, the first day of trading in 2022. The newly opened Bill implant held a ceremony on March 22nd to commemorate its first deliveries. On this day, Tesla stock prices began to pick up again. In about 3 weeks, shares rose dramatically, recouping most of the losses experienced during the first 10 weeks of the year. This rise has spurred Tesla into declaring that it will ask its shareholders to approve a second stock split. Tesla has already managed to buck an unfortunate industry trend, whereby its overall production has been markedly slowed down by a shortage of computer chips and other parts. Because of this, the shares have increased by more than double since the company's initial split in August 2020. It's safe to say that Tesla is not Warren's preferred choice, but what does he actually think of the automotive brand? There's been a lot of interesting interaction between Buffett and Musk. On the one hand, Musk recently responded to a Twitter thread that claimed that Musk was more than Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. Musk even joked that perhaps Buffett should invest in Tesla. According to Forbes' billionaires list, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO have gathered a net worth of about $219 billion. This is almost double that of Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett's $118 billion. Buffett's previously praised Musk as a wonderful person. However, he's also stated that he's got a lot of room for improvement and he should be judicious when it comes to tweeting. Even though Musk has previously tagged Buffett, he also confessed that he is not Buffett's biggest fan. He's questioned Buffett's kindly grandfather characteristics, and even called managing funds across Berkshire a boring job. When asked about Buffett's concept of economic moats for long-term competitive advantages, such as a well-known brand and patented technology during an earnings call in 2018, Tesla CEO Elon Musk responded by calling it stupid. Instead, Musk claims that a company's rate of innovation is the most important indicator of its competitiveness. We can clearly see this from how Musk runs Tesla, for which he has received criticism from hundreds of people. According to Buffett, Elon Musk may turn the world on its head in more than one sector. The investor also alluded to Tesla's genius, as he admitted that competitive innovation is not his type of thing. Even though he is a traditional investor, it would not be wise to bet against Tesla or Elon Musk altogether. One thing that Buffett predicted correctly was that Elon Musk has the ability to turn the world on its head. That's because this year alone, Tesla sales are expected to increase even more, given the fact that the company has now got 2 additional factories up and running. According to Ives, Tesla should be able to reach and run at a rate of about 2 million cars by the end of December. However, even though the full year total for 2022 alone might not meet those numbers, the brand will still reach impressive levels. In 2021 alone, Tesla sold about 936,000 cars, with sales in the fourth quarter pushing the year-end run rates to about $1.2 million. Tesla recently opened its Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, marking a great step forward in the company's long-delayed plans to begin production of the electric Cybertruck. In addition to that, Tesla has also recently held a cyber rodeo to commemorate the opening. About 15,000 people were invited to enjoy the live music and consume the foods as they paid homage to Elon Musk at his firm. Full of nothing but enthusiasm, Musk said they are truly entering a new phase of Tesla's future. He also went on to say that they needed an area where they could go big and that Texas was the best place. So far, this is the company's 4th factory in the US. They've got a plant in Fremont, California, a battery facility in Sparks, Nevada, and a solar factory in Buffalo, New York. The opening of this 4th one was such an achievement, which came just 2 years after Musk announced that Austin would be the location for Tesla's new Gigafactory. This was also less than a year after the firm officially relocated its headquarters from California to Texas. This new Gigafactory is set to increase the capacity of Tesla in the US. Previously, it was limited by space constraints. In 2018, the firm famously placed a tent outside the facility in Fremont, California, in order to fulfill Model 3 production goals. Musk also claimed at the time that the company's manufacturing in California was already bursting at the seams. Tesla is expected to release its first quarter sales figures any day now. As for the projections of its global sales, they're expected to be similar in the 308,000 automobile mark that was sold in the 4th quarter. This could have a 67% increase over the first quarter of 2021, which would also be a sharp contrast to the car industry as a whole. According to Edmunds in Cox, automotive new car sales in the United States are speculated to drop by 15% from a year ago. This is mainly caused by the lack of supplies and the record high sales. Of importance is that the stock market is an anticipatory system. That means that the stock prices reflect the investors' consensus and expectations at any given time. Most major automakers, including GM, in which Berkshire Hathaway already has a stake, have delivered and are expected to sell reasonably priced electric vehicles in the near future. The most plausible possibility for Warren's position at GM is because of the company's huge industrial infrastructure. With the help of the manufacturing infrastructure, GM has the capability to deliver that hardware. In the US alone, GM has 12 vehicle assembly plants, 12 powertrain factories, 6 metal centers, 4 component holding centers, 1 tooling center, and 1 battery assembly facility. Not only that, but they've also got factories in China and 4 assembly plants in Mexico and Canada, respectively. Even though Tesla's industrial infrastructure is nowhere near all of this, the 2 giant companies have hedged their bets on different forts. However, it is quite clear that there were some similarities in strategies that indicate that both these companies are not as far apart as speculated initially. Even as Tesla and its stock are doing better than most other predictions in this area of tight supplies, it is quite logical that most investors like Warren Buffett expect Tesla to keep growing. According to some of the experts, the company has just begun, and it's got front row seats in the future that we are about to evolve into. Musk has definitely proven to the Berkshire Hathaway investor and the financial world that innovation is the most important indicator of a company's competitiveness. But the question now is, how far do you think Tesla stocks will go? Let us know down below, and while you're still here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!